That's okay. Yes, Mataji. Okay, we are live. So if you want to start,
Yeah, I wish generally, Vinita advises that I wait till 7:25 to start.
yeah, I will send the live the sing.
Okay.
Then people will join.
Okay, yeah, whatever works. Yeah. So you say that I can start now?
2 minutes, Mataji. I'm just sending the message.
Okay, yeah. Let me know whenever. So actually, today we are ending Canto 1, Chapter 2 verses. Actually, with last class we ended, and today completed actually, and today we'll be doing Canto 1, Chapter 3 verses. So, give all of yourselves a pat in the back for sticking so long.
Mataji, we can slowly start with the prayers and then I think we'll be good.
Okay, you have sent the things out?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thanks so much.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, any volunteers who want to recite the invocation prayers? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thanks so much, Mataji. I appreciate that. Yeah, today since I thought it would be a good to go over all the verses from Canto 1, Chapter 2, because we finished with the Chapter 2 verses last week, and today we'll be starting the Chapter 3 verses. And so I thought it may be a good time to revise all the verses today before we move on to Chapter 3. I hope that's okay with everybody. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Sure. I'll recite it once and then perhaps anybody else can, recite it once also. And then because there are many verses, we'll move quickly. We'll just recite it once. Okay. Munaya sadhu prishtoham bhavadbhirlokamangalam yatkrata krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati. Anybody would like to recite?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Verbal Pranam Prabhuji.
Munayo sadhu preshtoham bhavati lokamangalam yatkata Krishna samprashno yenatma suprasaddati.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, next verse. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. So Devi, would you like to recite, please?
Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktiradokshate ahituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see your raised hands. Sorry about that. Vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yoga prayojitah janayatyashu vairagyam jnanam cha yadahaitukam. Any volunteers who want to recite?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayatyashu Vairagyam Gnanam Cha Yadahaitukam.
Thank you, Mataji. Dharmasvanusthita pumsam vishvaksena kathasuyah notpadayed yadi ratim shrama eva hi kevalam. Anybody want to recite?
Mataji, share in Hindi, please.
Okay, this is my PPT and I don't have the Devanagari. 1 second, Mataji, give me. I'll
बात
just
नहीं
pull-
माताजी, कर लेंगे. हरी बोल, don't worry माताजी. हरी हरी
No,
बोल.
it'll take me a minute. I'm guessing if I try to pull up the. Just give me a second. Actually, I took it from the internet. So, sorry, it doesn't have there also. I may have to go to Veda base and keep scrolling. Sorry,
माताजी,
Mataji.
जाने दो हो जाएगा.
Sure, Mataji. Do you want to recite this first? Somebody raised their hand.
Mataji, I have put in the chat, Mataji.
Oh, you've put? Okay. Oh, Vishnupriya Mataji shared the Devanagari in the chat. Do you want to recite, Mataji? Mataji? Okay, if I'm not sure.
Yes, Mataji, I can read from chat.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Dharma
Swanusthita
svanusthita
pumsam.
pumsa. I cannot see, Mataji, very small words. I repeat with you, Mataji. Dharma
Swanusthita pumsam.
svanusthita punsam
Vishvaksena kathasuyah.
visvasthena kathavasu
Notpadayet
notpadi
yadi ratim
ratim
shrama eva hi kevalam.
Rama eva hi kevalam. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji, for sharing in Hindi.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. You're kind of sniffling.
Yes, Mataji.
I hope you feel better soon, Mataji. Okay. Moving on to the next verse. Dharmasya hyapavargyasya narthothayopakalpate nathasya dharmaikantasya kamo labhaya hi smrutah. Who wants to recite?
Mataji, for me, it's the previous slide itself. The slide in here, Mataji.
Oh, you cannot see? Others, are you able to see? Or is it still showing the previous one?
Still the previous one, Mataji.
I don't know what's the problem because I see this. Can you see now?
No, Mataji,
no,
can you
Mataji.
please stop sharing and then try again? Sometimes that helps.
Oh, okay. Is that better? Can you see?
Yes, that's better, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Let me see who wants to recite. You can raise your hands or just, start speaking. Yes, so Devi, go ahead.
Dharmasya hi apavargasya nathotayopakalpate natasya hi नातस्य धर्मे कान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृता. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jai Ho, Danvat.
Haribo. कामस्य नेन्द्रिय प्रीतिः लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्मभिः. Any volunteers who want to recite?
May I, Mataji?
Yes, please go ahead, Mata.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. कामस्येन्द्रिय प्रीति लाभो जीवेत यावता जीवस्य तत्त्वजिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्मभिः. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. Yeah, I will make a recording of the second chapter soon. Okay. Vadanti tattvavidah tattvam yajnanam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate. Who wants to recite? Wow, the crowd is increasing. We have more people. Hari bol.
Hari bol.
Who would like to recite?
Those who are not read, please go ahead.
Mataji, can I read?
Please go ahead, Mataji.
Vadanti tattvavidastatvam yat gnanam advayam brahmeti parmatmeti bhagwan iti sabdayet. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Beautiful. Tachraddhana munayo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shruti grihitaya. Anybody want to try this? It's a little tricky, isn't it? Some brave souls who want to try this.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yeah, go ahead. Both of you can read because it's kind of Sudevi is also there. So after
Yes.
Vishnupriya Mataji, Sudevi, you can recite also. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Tachraddhana munayo gnana vairagya yuktaya pashyantatmani chatmanam bhaktya shruta grihitaya. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you,
Jai
Mataji.
Ho.
Sudevi, do you want to go ahead?
Tachraddhana munayo ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतगृहीतया. Thank you, Mata.
Jai Ho,
Beautiful.
Danvat Sudevi.
Yeah, so amazing. Yeah, this is, I want Nitya Narsim Prabhu to recite after I do it. Ata pumbhirdvijashreshtha varnashrama vibhagashah swanushtitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam.
अतः पुंभिर्द्विजा श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रम विभागशः स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
Thank you, Prabhuji. तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येय पूज्यश्च नित्यदा.
Mataji, can I go?
Yes, please go ahead. Is
Thank
there
you,
in
Mataji.
Devanagari? So it's good.
Tasmadena manasa bhagavana sattvatam patihi Srotavyam kirti tatsvasyam dhyayah punjasya nityada. Danvat Radhe.
Thanks, Mataji. Okay, that was cool. Yad anudhyasina yukta karma granthi nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya kona kuryat katharatim. Who wants to recite this verse?
May I read,
Sudevi
Mataji?
again. Yeah, go ahead, Manika. And Sudevi, I'll give you the next verse. Okay, sweetheart? Yeah,
Okay,
Manika Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Yad anudhyasina yukta karma granthi nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya ko na kuryat katharatim.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Oh, this verse, I actually was waiting for Nitya Narasimha Prabhu, but I gave him one chance. Prabhu was supposed to memorize this verse. शुश्रूषो श्रद्दधानस्य वासुदेव कथारुचिः स्यान्महत्सेवया विप्राः पुण्यतीर्थनिषेवणात्.
शुश्रूषु सद्यदानश्च वासुदेव तथा रुचि शान्मात् सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्था निषेवना.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, this one is easy one. शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृद्यन्तस्थो ह्यभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सताम्. So Devi, please go ahead. Sorry, I've been holding you for so long.
Yes, Mataji. Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Ketana Hridayantas Padrani Vedanoti Surutsatam.
Thank you.
Jai Ho.
Hari Bol. नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. Who wants to recite this?
Can I try, Mataji?
Please go ahead, Mata.
नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. तदा रजस्तमो भावाः कामलोभादयश्च ये चेतयेतेरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति. Who wants to? Okay, Bharat Prabhu, there at last.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
तदा रजस्तमो भाव कामलोभादयश्च ये चेत एते अनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Beautiful recitation. एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवद्भक्ति योगतः भगवत् तत्व विज्ञानं मुक्त संगस्य जायते. Okay. Bhakti Prada Champaklata Mataji, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, can I, Mataji?
Please go ahead, Mataji.
एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवत भक्ति योगतः भगवत तत्व विज्ञानम मुक्त संगस्य जायते. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mata. भिद्यते हृदय ग्रंथिः छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे. Who wants to recite? We have just two more verses, actually, not even two, one more, and then we'll start with the new verse.
May I try, Mataji?
Please go ahead, yeah.
भिद्यते हृदय ग्रन्थिश्छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशया क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे.
Thank you, Mataji. Beautiful. This is a beautiful verse, right, for meditation. Vasudeva para veda, Vasudeva para makhaha, Vasudeva para yoga, Vasudeva para kriyaha, Vasudeva param jnanam, Vasudeva param tapaha, Vasudeva paro dharmo, Vasudeva para gatihi. Okay, Sudevi has raised her hand.
Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakaha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriyaha, Vasudeva Paranganam, Vasudeva Param Tapaha, Vasudeva Parodharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi. Thank you, Mataji.
I really like the way you paused after that. Vasudeva Parakriyaha. That's beautiful. That's like perfect the way you said it, Sudevi. Did you notice that? The Visarga here, and is that why you chanted that way?
Yes, Mataji. Daughter said that's why, Mataji.
Beautiful, very nice. Yeah, thank you for eliciting that. We need to kind of emphasize that. Vasudeva Parakriyaha, like that. It's very nice. Yeah, thank you, Sudevi, for bringing that out. Beautiful. And, as we are ending kind of the verses from this chapter, we are completing. I just was thinking it may be a good point to, what verse has inspired, each of you in this chapter particularly. We could go one by one, raise your hand, who would like to share what is your most inspiring verse. We went through so many verses, right, in this chapter. So please go ahead, raise your hands, and you can share a line or two about why it's inspiring you and why it's so dear to your heart. Okay. Anybody wants to go first and share? Okay, let's me call out. Sorry about that. Nitin Narasimha Prabhuji, what's your favorite verse and why so?
Actually, Mataji, all slokas are good. So, favorite is
Shushusho?
yeah, Shushu Sadhanas. Yeah, by hearing attentively, means all anarthas goes away, and devotional service becomes easy. Yes, that is a favorite sloka, Mataji. Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Prabhuji. Who wants to go next? So, Devi, do you have any favorite one?
Mataji, actually all are favorite for me, but I like this verse especially. Like its tuning is very nice and it's very poetic, and translation is also very beautiful.
The current one, you mean the Vasudeva Para Veda, this was?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I do like it. It's kind of meditative, right?
Yes, Mataji. Even meaning is very beautiful.
Jai. Thank you. What meaning stood out to you, Sudevi? I mean, they're describing so many, opulences of the Lord. So which one is like?
Vasudeva Paragatihi.
Jai. Beautiful. Wow.
Hari Bol.
He is the supreme goal, right?
Oh, Hari Hari Gauranga.
Hari Bol. Bhakti Prada Champaklata Mataji, would you like to go next? What are the verses that inspire you in this chapter?
Mataji, actually today first time like joining for learning the verses. So yeah, Mataji, normally I am very lazy kind of person. So for that I like Shunvatam Swakatam Krishna. Just by hearing all the like everything will be gone, which is anarthas will go. So that is enough, I feel most of the time.
Jai, you're taking a very humble stand, Mataji. Thank you for giving us your association today.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mata. I hope you can join us and give us your association more often. And I'm not calling in any order, so please, forgive me if it's not in any order. I'm just seeing.
Yeah, Mataji, I understand. No problem, Mataji. I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes I will be joining Mataji. I don't know. I don't remember. Sometimes I forget. And yeah, today I thought like I just saw the messages learning of slokas. Then I thought, yeah, I am interested. So I just joined Mataji. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's an important shloka for all of us. By listening and purifying ourselves. Thank you, Mataji. Bharat Prabhuji, what's your favorite verse?
Yes, Mataji. My favorite verse is Kamasya Nendriya Priti. But all are very good. We learn everything from every verse. So I can't incline to one single verse. So
and why is that your favorite?
Because Mataji, it is saying about that
we should not be attached. Kamasya na indriya priti.
Yeah, means to apply our sense in the service of the Lord instead of satisfying our senses. So we should glorify the Lord. Priti should be done for the Lord. Love of God. And so we are very grateful to you, Mataji. Like you are giving us so much time for us to learn the verses devote our time in learning shlokas. Otherwise, we'll sitting idle doing other things. So our mind gets focused on the shlokas. We remember every week. Today there is a class. We need to remember shlokas. So that's a wonderful thing. Apart from learning verses, we are devoting time having association with the Vaishnavas. That the association is more important. Everything comes via association. Thank you
Yes,
so much,
Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Thank you also for your association. It's very mutual. I also
Schools
learn
are
only
not great,
because of all
Mataji,
of
that
you.
we can
So
provide.
yeah, very grateful to all of you. Yeah, that's a beautiful verse, Prabhuji, which you just said, like we should not, kama sena indriya pritihi, like we should not, our senses should not be, for kama, like for sense gratification, like you rightly said. And jivasya tattva jignasa. So that is what we should focus on. Very beautiful, Prabhu. I really loved your realizations. Thank you. And Jai, we have our expert Prabhuji, Prahladhananda Prabhu here with us today to bless us. So Prabhuji, we're actually, we kind of went over the verses and we are discussing what is each person's favorite verse. So that's what we are doing. And I'm just going by not any particular order. So Bhavna Mataji, do you have any favorite verse in this second chapter you'd like to share with us?
Yes, Mataji. The 14th verse in the second chapter, like it is Tasmad Eken Mansa. So in that means it shows that at one point attention should be towards Lord Krishna, then the service of Lord Krishna. This is the only goal of our life, and we have to engage in this eternal business of Krishna consciousness. That's why I like this.
Yeah, so beautiful. I remember you had explained the meaning of that verse too, right, Mataji, so nicely. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mataji, for sharing that. Now, that's a beautiful verse, which actually reminds me of Arjuna. How,
yes,
that's why I had put that picture there. So thank you for
yes,
sharing.
Mataji. Thank you to you, Mataji. You are giving your so precious time to us for learning shlokas.
Yeah, this we can avoid. Yeah, the other part is good. Yeah. Charu Mataji, would you like to share what's your favorite verse?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, sorry, I'm very new to this group. I'm just joining recently. So.
Wonderful, Mataji. Thank you for giving your association. So today we have actually completed the most often quoted verses from chapter 2 of Canto 1 in Srimad Bhagavatam. So I'm just doing this, thing just so it inspires us to remember at least one verse from this chapter, which we can apply in our lives. So it's like a summary class, something like that. So maybe by the end, if you're inspired, you can share something with us. And Dr. Vandana Mataji, would you like to go ahead, please, and share any verse which inspires you?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I've joined after a very long time. I was traveling in Europe and just came back recently. And in fact, today also I joined in very late. But yes, it's very nice to hear it. Honestly, I do not even know the meanings of every verse. But the last one somehow really, I felt it was very, very soothing somehow, that everything, whatever basic I understood, is like everything is Vasudev himself, and we got to do everything to please him. Finally, that's the ultimate goal of life. That's the only thing I could understand today. I'm sorry, I have a very limited knowledge, very limited knowledge.
No worries, Mataji.
Very new to everything.
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing your. Yeah, even I love this verse. It's very meditative, right? And so many times we are saying Vasudeva, Vasudeva, Vasudeva. So that's like the added bonus there. 8 times we are saying Vasudeva. So beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you for your
Prahladhananda Prabhuji, would you like to share what's your favorite verse from this chapter 2 of Canto 1? Sorry, Prabhuji, I think you're on mute. We can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear, Prabhuji.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. There are some good slokas I like, and one of them is that Tasmat Bharat Sarvatma Bhagwan Iswaro Hari Srotavya Kirtitavyasya Smartavya Ichita Abhayam. It has all been discussed. I'm not sure.
Yes, Prabhuji, we went over.
Okay, there is another one which I like from 10th canto, which Prabhupada Maharaj also quotes so many times, and that is Tattenu Kampam Susamiksmano Bunjan Devatma Krutam Vipakam Rad Vag Bapur Vidhan Namaste Jivetyo Mukti Pade Sadai Pak. So I don't know whether that you have discussed that or not.
Yeah, we're just dealing with chapter 2 verses as of now, Prabhu. We're going canto by canto, chapter by chapter.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So that's fine. No problem.
Thanks so much, Prabhuji, for sharing. Vrinda Gopika Mataji, do you have a favorite verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji, koti koti dandavat pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gopinath ki jai. Mataji, I learned so many things from Bala. I forgot Sudevi in Bal Vrinda. And Mataji, I'm not write down all the sloka and that translation, not sincere, but now I make a notes and translation also, and try to by heart sloka also. Mataji, last one is touched to my heart, that Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makhaha, Vasudeva para Yoga, Vasudeva para Kriya, Vasudeva param Gnanam, Vasudeva param Tapa, Vasudeva paro Dharma, Vasudeva paragati. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gopinath ki jai. Mataji, Lord Krishna and Srimati Sisi Radharani is we can worship Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani not directly. For that we have to go by our Guru Parampara, by Six Goswami, by our Acharya Ghan, and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and by the mercy of spiritual master only we get the mercy of Srimati Sisi Radharani and Lord Krishna. So गति मति एंड रति मेरी भगवान के चरणों में लगी रहे, और सभी वैष्णव के आशीर्वाद रहे, और कृष्ण कथा सुनते रहे. Hari Hari Gauranga.
Thank you, Mataji, for that kind words of inspiration. It's very inspiring. Yeah, we all pray that we can do that. Jyoti Mataji, I saw you just joined. Would you like to share what's your favorite verse from chapter 2?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, Jai Srila Prabhupada. I think I have not been very regular, but again, this current shloka, which is being presented, Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makhaha, Vasudeva para Yoga, Vasudeva para Kriyaha, Vasudeva param Jnana, Vasudeva param Tapaha, Vasudeva paro Dharmo, Vasudeva paragatihi. This kind of sums it up.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to change this page. Maybe devotees will get inspired to like some other shloka. Just kidding.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yeah. Did I go through everybody's name? Vishnupriya Mataji, did you?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. I'm going to change the page for you. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Although
I landed at this verse.
Yeah, each and every shloka is very favorite to all of us because we learned so much. But my all-time favorite in this chapter is Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki, because that inspires me a lot to do Bhagavata Shravanam reading, and also the service for the person Bhagavata. And the first line itself is my favorite, Mataji. Like by regularly doing Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing, reading, hearing from pure devotees, it just destroy all the inauspiciousness, all troubles in our heart, and it establishes an irrevocable loving service to Uttama Shloka, Bhagavati, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is also the prayer we do before reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is kind of Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That line I like most. And there are many lines, Mataji, not the entire shloka, but always after when we are doing this chapter, many lines I just inspires me a lot. Like a few of them I will tell, Mataji. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam, Karma Grandhi Nibandanam, Vasudeva Kataruchi, Kona kuryat kataratim, ahaituki apratihata, bhavadbhir lokamangalam, enatma suprasidati. Like that, some words are very striking and I can remember them all the time. Thank you so much, Mataji, for taking us through this journey. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for helping me actually. I also like this shloka, like you rightly said. It in fact calls out Bhagavati Uttama Shloke, and we're trying to actually, memorize these verses so that we can glorify the Lord. So, like you rightly said, it's a very inspirational verse, like where the Lord is actually called by this name, Uttama Shloka. So, yeah, it's very inspiring that we all should learn all these nice shlokas which are compiled, for, people like us, and we should glorify the Lord with these beautiful shlokas. So I beg for the prayers of all devotees that, we all can be successful in this journey and try to recite at least a few verses every day for the Lord. But like from what I heard, it does take practice every day to, consistent practice to memorize them. And I hope we all can do.
Bhagavad Sevaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jai. Thank you so much, all devotees. So shall we move on to the verse for today? We can perhaps quickly. It's a beautiful verse. And it's a very popular and easy verse also. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. And this verse is what? This is called this is like the Charma Shloka, it's considered of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is a very important verse actually. So anybody would like to volunteer, to go ahead with the words after me, please? Any volunteers?
I can do, Mataji.
Try Mataji.
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Mataji
Yeah,
can do.
Yeah. Ete chamsa. Can you hear me?
Ete chamsha
Kalapumsaha.
kalapumsa.
Ete chamsha.
Ete chamsha
Kalapumsaha.
kalapumsa.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Mridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Vridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Mridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Vridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Ete chamsa kalah pumsaha.
Ete chamsha kalapumsa.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Mridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Vridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Ete chamsa kalah pumsaha.
Ete chamsha kalapumsa.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Indrari Vyakulam Lokam.
Mridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Vridayanti Yuge Yuge.
Thanks so much, Mataji, for such a
you,
beautiful
Mataji.
recitation. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Anybody wants to, like always, shall we take a quiz on, any words that stand out to any of you here? Okay. I know Nitya Narasimha Prabhu will tell us the meaning of this word.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pumsam means like human beings.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. And Bhagwan is Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Lord Krishna. And Lokam, Indrari Vakulam Lokam. Here, Indrari means Indra, and the Lord of Indra, or the protector of Indra is, and the protector of the whole world is Lord Krishna, and Lord is comes yuga after yuga, Mridayanti yuge yuge.
Yeah, Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, somebody else also raised their hands. I would like to listen from them. Jyoti Mataji, do you want to share, what words stand out to you here?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. What is Chamsha and Kala? Can you throw some light on that if possible, Mataji?
Ete cha amsha. I'm not sure about Chamsha, but Kala is the skill or the art forms. Pumsa, again, the living beings. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Lord Krishna is himself the Supreme Personality. Here, Indrari Vyakulam. I thought Vyakulam is being depressed or
in distress, like very nice.
Distress. So Indrari, distress because of the sense organs. Taking a guess
Okay, yeah, that's another way you can add the meaning of that.
Lokam. Mridayanti yuge yuge. Yuge yuge is in every age. Mridayanti, I'm not very sure, Mataji. So
yeah, even I wasn't sure of Mridayanti, but yeah, we'll soon figure it out. Thanks so much, Mataji. Beautiful. Does anybody know Cha? Amsha means what? Amsha, like we say, it's a very popular Hindi.
Amsha means like one of the that Amsha has taken avatar, like that we will tell, no, Mataji?
Yeah, exactly. So Amsha is like a part, like a plenary portion in this context. And Kala is what? Kala generally, like Mataji said, there are several meanings to Sanskrit words. So this Kala is like a branch. So from the Amsha, it branches out further. That's how we can understand. Like Kala refers to a branch like that. So Etecha Amsha Kala. So from Krishna, his Amshas, like his plenary expansions, and then the further expansions that come out of those plenary expansions. That's what it means here, right? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This is kind of very clear. So Krishnastu here too refers to but. Of all these, incarnations, like the parts and plenary portions and their portions and going on so many, levels, Krishnastu Bhagavan. But of all of them, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So it's very declarative, right? The supreme position of Lord Krishna. Indrari, like Mataji said, Indriya is like our senses. Indrari is actually referring to, we know how Lord Indra, he's always in distress, right? They have this constant battle going on between the demons and the devas, right? And so every time there is a problem, they approach like Brahma or Vishnu like that, and then the Lord incarnates to save, right? So we have seen that many times. So Indrari, so these enemies of Indra, who Vyakulam, they put him in a lot of distress. Lokam, so whenever such happens, Mridayanti yuge yuge. So the Lord descends to protect. Mridayanti is protect. Actually, I cheated too. I was not sure of the meanings. I just looked it up on my phone. So Mridayanti, Prabhupada has, gives protection. That's the word. And yuge yuge is ish yuga, yuga after yuga, right? So it's a beautiful verse actually. And yeah, it's a very important key verse because it establishes the supreme position of Lord Krishna. And, when somebody asks you, why do you say Krishna is the supreme? We should actually quote this verse and tell them, look, the shloka says it point blank there, so clear, no mincing of words, nothing. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So there is absolutely no question or doubt about this, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So this is a very, very, a key shloka we can quote for preaching purposes. So we should try and memorize this shloka also, for the same reasons. And let's just go word by word and see what Prabhupada has, given us the translation. Anybody would like to read this, please? The synonyms and the translations. Yes, Jyoti Mataji, please go ahead.
Sorry.
Or Jyoti Mataji, is it okay if I give Charu Mataji a chance? Hare Krishna, Charu Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, sure. All of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portion or portions of plenary portion of the Lord. But Lord Shri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All of them appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheist. The Lord incarnates to protect the theist. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody would like to read the synonyms, please? The words, word by word. Yeah.
Shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
go
Bharat
ahead.
Prabhuji, you can read.
Yeah, Bharat Prabhu can. Whoever wants.
Mataji, you can go, please.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Synonyms: ete, all these; cha and amsha, plenary portions.
It's not helping, sorry.
Yeah,
Because some
yeah.
people are not able to read the yellow, right? So I was just trying to hide.
Yeah, this is fine, Mataji.
Okay.
Kala, portions of the plenary portions. Pumsa, of the Supreme. Krishna, Lord Krishna. Tu, but. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Swayam, in person. Indra, Ari, the enemies of Indra. Vyakulam, disturbed. Lokam, all the planets. Vriddhyanti, gives protection. Yuge, yuge, in different ages.
Yeah, beautiful verse, right? Anybody have any questions on this verse? Okay, if there.
Sorry.
Yes, please go ahead, Mataji.
I'm new to this. Sorry if I'm asking this question. I didn't understand what this portions of the plenary portions of the Lord. I understand this plenary portion like that, but what is the portion of the plenary portion? What this they refer to, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Basically, if we go deeper into other scriptures or Vaishnava scriptures, we there is a hierarchy, of how these incarnations or these personalities descend, how Krishna expands. So there are a lot of rupas, like like Tadekatma Rupa, like that. There's a whole lot of detail actually given in the Laghu Bhagavatamrita also regarding how these. So basically, the one simple way to understand this would be, after Krishna, the first personality who appeared, Krishna's expansion is Lord Balarama. And then from Lord Balarama, the other expansions came, like the Chaturvyuha. And then, and then from the Chaturvyuha, 2 sets of Chaturvyuha, we have the Mahavishnu, like the Purusha avatars came. Like that, like, there are so many levels of incarnation. So this is just referring to like the expansions from the expansions like that. I hope I'm making sense.
Yes, Mataji, thank you. Yeah, now
Yeah, there is a hierarchy, like that, which is there explained in Laghu Bhagavatamrita. And yeah, and there are also like charts, which explain the same, the hierarchy actually. And so that's precisely what it's referring to. So from Krishna, Balaram came from, and then from Balarama, Sankarshana, like, then the 4 Chaturvyuha forms, like that. So there are different levels, like the incarnation. They expand from each personality for a purpose. So that's what they mean by Amsha and then Kala.
Okay. Thanks, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a great question, Mataji. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions, please? Okay, we will recite the verse 3 times and call it a day, call it a night. So I know it's late for East Coast people, right? Ete cham shakala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge Ete cham shakala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge Ete Cham Shakalah Pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Does this verse remind anybody of any other verse from Bhagavad Gita?
Master Spaseta
Jai.
Kaunteya Tito Phala Sukha Dukhada Agama Paino Nityam Tam Titiksam Japaratam.
Jai. Yeah, I heard another Mataji say another verse. Yeah, somebody else from Jai. Yes, Mataji. Yeah, I was also
Radhe
thinking
Radhe.
Yeah,
Vinashaya.
Yuge. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, that's very nice. Prahladananda Prabhu, does this remind you of any other verse? You always have a repository of verses up your sleeve, yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Ette chans kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam. Ari is Dusman, or the enemy. So let me see. Mm, 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 mm. I'm forgetting right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries, Prabhuji. I was just thinking you
Yeah,
were so enthusiastic about verses, so I thought.
yeah, so many like that, but I'm not getting connection right now.
Thank you, Prabhu. Bharat Prabhu, would you like to go ahead? You raised your hand.
Yes, Master. Yada yada hi dharmasya sambhavami yuge yuge. That was yuge yuge. Every time he incarnate.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so many verses, right? It reminds us of
Karpaniya
how.
doso Mataji.
Mm-hmm.
Karpaniya doso parata sabhava pruchami tam dharma samamuda cheta yastasya nishchitam bruhitan me. Last line I forgot, Mataji.
Shishyaste ham
Sai mamam
mamam
prapadye. Sisyaste ham sai mamam prapadye.
Very nice, Mataji. Yeah, as long as we keep reminded of verses, it's very beneficial, right? One verse leads to the other, one verse leads to the other. We can be in constant remembrance of Krishna, so that's the aim. Yeah, Bhavna Mataji, you want to share something?
Yes, Mataji, we can also relate with the Bhagavad Gita shloka Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharmasya sthapanam. Means in every yuga, Lord appears to protect his devotees and to kill the enemies who are the bad people.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that CC verse. I don't know. I'm kind of just. It's a very important key verse of CC. Like the Charma Shloka, like they say that this one where it talks about the associate Sango Parshada Parshadam. What's that verse? Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Parshada Parshadam. And then that verse also, it also is talking about like different levels, right? So that verse also I was reminded. Yes, Bharat Prabhuji.
Jai Ho Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Ekale Krishna also Bhritya Das. There is one verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ekale Krishna also Bhritya Das. I don't remember.
Ekale Krishna also. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes.
Aji Amendra Prabhu sing this Kararavinde Padaravindam Mukharavinde Vinivesayantam Vatasya Patrasya Pute Sayanam Bala Mukundam Manasasmarami. And it's going on 27th sloka.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. Thank you so much. Anybody else have any questions? I just saw Maushami Mataji, she just joined. Thank you, Mataji. We are actually kind of winding up with today's class, but glad to have your association, even if it's for a minute. And the class usually starts at 7:20 CST. So please join us next time, Mataji. So if there are no more
class, Aji Sukeswari Mataji's recording class.
Sorry, Mataji?
No, I'm talking with Mosmi Mataji that you can hear recording class after 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, you can hear the recording because it's generally posted on Bhakti Sangha group chat. So yeah, thank you so much though for joining us. Champak Lata Mataji, you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, Mataji, thank you very much, Mataji, for nice association of devotees learning the slokas. Mataji, may I know the timing, Mataji? Is it half an hour or 1 hour?
Generally, I try to restrict it to half hour. 7:20, so we start around 7:25. And then I would love to restrict it to 8. I don't want it to be too long a class, especially on a weeknight. So, but it just spills over many times. So I apologize for that. Yeah.
No, Mataji. No, Mataji.
So this is around the time we wrap up, I try to wrap up by 8, but if not, 10-15 minutes after. So.
Yeah, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Basically 45 minutes class, right, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Koti Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranams to all the devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo namo namo.
Koti Jai. Sukha Sagari Mata.
All glories to Guru.